Hi beautiful souls, here's Julie for another video. Today I felt very strongly again to connect with you. I have a message that is really here at the forefront and I really wanted to actually be there, and I just love being back. I really do enjoy being with you and sharing this moment all together. It's so magic, you know, when I feel all of this coming and knowing, you know, that it will serve someone on their journey. And again, as a reminder, you take it or you leave it. It's really up to you. You know yourself. And what actually resonate deeply in your soul, you know. So for you who are new, I'm Julie. I'm an intuitive, a holistic counselor, a shaman, and a spiritual instructor. And I am here to actually guide you on the journey to navigate this time and more. And I bring meditation, I bring topics, you know, to help you to work on yourself, or simply a guided message like today. So this is really about the ability to choose what you would like in your life. So I'm giving you an example because it's something that is there, that is willing to come. For example, you decided to go for an interview, or you want to do something specific in your life, and you actually go there. And let's say you say yes for the position, or you say yes to a friend, but then later on you realize that actually it's not aligned with you. What I want to say to you is you have the right to change your mind. Of course, you know, it's important to respect the other person, but I do feel that if you go in a space knowing that actually it's not for you, you actually going to not really respect the other as well. And sometimes you don't always realize straight away. Sometimes you have to go through the motion and get to the point, face everything to actually have the inside of it. Some people just feel it, you know, way before. They have a gut feeling, and that can happen, but sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes you have to go through the experience, and that's also a life lesson, I feel, is to learn actually that it's okay, even if you say yes, that when you get to that point, if you feel that actually it's not aligned anymore, to actually explain that to the person. And it's not about, you know, letting down the person. It's about saying, look, it's not really working with me, and I didn't realize before until now. So there is a respect and there is a process, of course, into it, you know. But I do feel it's very important to listen to yourself, even if it's to the point where you are already in the situation, and with the respect. And I repeat that because, you know, it can be done totally in a very not nice way to leave a space, leave a friendship, leave a relationship. But it's not that you don't commit, you know, and you have to remove that from yourself. That has been also a conditioning in our society that says, actually it's mean, you know, when you get there and you realize it's not for you, it's just because you cannot commit. Yes, there is that part as well. I understand, you know, when you are in a relationship, if you feel that there is issue in the relationship, it's important to communicate that, you know, and to go through. And then if you really can resolve with all the tools you have available to you, then maybe it's the time to leave. But you know, some people, they leave their relationship even if it goes well, because the relationship is not aligned anymore. And this means that people are on different journey, and sometimes you also save the life of the other person by letting them go, because maybe if you were in their life, they would not have been able to face a part of themselves that was available to you without you being without you being in the space with them. So I guess there is many angles into this situation, you know, and I feel as long as it's done with respect to one another, you know, and that you try everything to make it work. But if you really have a gut feeling that it's better for you to leave before you engage in any further intimacy, job relationship, or whatever it is, then stop it before you start if you feel it. That's what I'm feeling. And you have the right to change your mind. Sometimes you have to go through the motion to understand that it's not for you, and maybe you didn't realize it before because you had to actually be confronted by that in yourself and being like, okay, what is it in me that is rising this fear or this anxiety? And when you put the finger on, then you involve the other party and say, look, now I understand why I had this coming in me. This is for da-da-da reason, and I actually cannot do this job because I feel this is why. But try to really reflect that with yourself before actually putting all of that in the face of the other person or the other party as well, you know, because sometimes we have feelings that come up that can be worked through, and that is actually nothing to do with the relationship or the situation we are in. It might be an old shadow coming up, an old fear, an old reminder, and it's just sometimes we need to work through that as well to continue the journey with that other party, you know, or that other job or that friendship or relationship. But sometimes not. Sometimes it's also, okay, actually I listen to myself, and if I go there, actually I'm not honoring and respecting my values, or not just values, but maybe your health, or simply it's not aligned with you. And I think, you know, it's very important. So that's a big message that came today that I felt I really, really wanted to share with you. But again, process it before with yourself. And I'm going to put a video here for you, which is intuitive writing. And I invite you to go through that process before you actually engage with anyone around you that is part of that situation or that relationship. Because when you don't know what's going on with you and why there is something's moving up, you can sometimes create like a big things that it was nothing for. So work with yourself first. And why I encourage, you know, so much intuitive writing, you know, is because for myself personally, it changed my life. And I was someone who didn't really want to do it. I remember I was a very procrastinator around it. I didn't feel, you know, it was going to help me. And I can tell you from my experience, it's been now 2 years that I'm doing it every day. And it changed my relationship with myself, with the people around me, with my partner, you know, because I deal with my own shit, you know, sorry for the language, but I deal with my own stuff on paper, you know, and then I can reflect, okay, and then it's gone. I don't need to actually go and put everything on somebody else. No, I put everything on the blank page, and then I work it out with myself, and then actually I don't need to share it with anybody else because I done the process, you know. And so therefore you have the space for other things in your life, you know, that have nothing to do with your issue, with your problem, with what's rising up inside of you, because you took care of it. And that's also very important, you know, because it can be also quite toxic in a relationship, you know, to put everything that we experience on other. And sometimes, you know, it's a coping mechanism, you know, we cannot help. We need to just, I cannot find the word in English, but we just need to do blah on the other. That's what I'm feeling, you know. But these tools really is helping you to actually taking responsibility of your own self. So I invite you, before any situation, before, you know, when you feel something is rising, write it down, figure it out yourself. If you cannot figure it out yourself, find a person that is out of that situation and that has no link to the situation as well. So it's like a, well, like I would say a therapist or someone, you know, who is not a friend, who, you know, is not someone who will put their own experience or their own, not judgment, but their own life into it, you know, that is, I cannot find the word again. Someone that is not involved with anything and doesn't know anybody in your life, you know. Sometimes we need that really good advice, but from someone very far away from all that we live, you know. So yeah, but try that. Honestly, it's worth it, very worth it. All right, let's see what else want to come, because that was a big message that I wanted to share with you. This one is, oh, it's funny because I was seeing it. This is the message that is coming with it. You have the knowledge and the wisdom to choose what is good for your life. All right, so this is so important. Page of thought, it's also a new beginning with the page. It's like, yes, maybe now is the time to take responsibility of your life over everything that you desire, and not thinking that it has been done to you but for you. I think that's the expression, but that's what's coming anyway. So very, very important card that is coming here, like right now. And remember that I really read intuitively, all right? So it's not always the meaning of the card. It's just I hear words like, oh, and I'm just going to take all the cards that came up, down, not up. We have the 5 of Pentacles, and that came upside down. So to me, this is to say, you know, you are really ready to find all the keys to move forward in your life. So it's not a time where you're going to actually retrieve or be the hermit, but you know, the hermit is quite positive usually, you know, it's like we're going inward to actually restore and nurture. But here with the 5 of Pentacles, it's more like a retrieving, but you know, to kind of like escape from the reality, because we feel that there is no issues, there is no door that we can open to find the path we are on. But here it's the inverse. So it's really saying that you are finding your path, and that you have really the strength within you to move forward. You know, you are empowering yourself to go there. Very cool. No, not this one. Yes, and then we had the Justice. The Justice. And the Justice is very beautiful as well, because the Justice is like really being fair with you, you know, and finding really the balance and the equilibrium of what is right or for you, simply because often, you know, we we think about other, and that's beautiful. I'm not saying that is wrong. I think it's magnificent to think about other, but often we forget ourselves along the way, which means we think about what the other are going to think about us if we make a certain decision, or we think how we're going to let them down. But how about, are you letting yourself down by not listening to what you need? Or how about what you are going to think about yourself later on, when you are going to be in that situation that actually is not aligned with you, and you're going to be like, I should have listened to myself. I mean, you know, I don't like the should. I don't like these words, because I feel, you know, if you stay in the situation, it just means there is still some things you need to understand as well. And so to me, there is no right or wrong, you know, in the path. I think every path are guiding us to our destiny, because it's what bring us lesson and that we learn from it. But what I want to say, it's like, just think about also yourself, you know, because it's easy to always put everyone else, you know, in front of us, but then we really deprive ourselves from actually what we desire and what is just for us, you know, what is right for us. Okay, let's see, what am I feeling as well with this card? Yeah, what I'm hearing is like there is a deep need of coming back to a sense of inner self. And when I say inner self, it's really reparenting yourself. And it's like being like, okay, so if I was this child, would I accept that for that child? And then you put that on yourself. Okay, I am this child, my inner child. Do I accept that for myself? Yeah. Yes, no, maybe, you'll decide and you'll do your own journey into that. But make sure to really deeply listen and deeply connect to your own intuition and to what's available to you, because you do know. And often, the first feeling is like, I know, and then you start to think and come from the mind. And from the mind is very different than what is from the heart, because the heart is open. It's like wanting to guide you. The heart is connected to your soul, the mind is the ego, is what is safe for you, the ego, which is beautiful as well. But what is your journey? What is your soul journey willing? There we go. We are talking about wisdom. See your adversaries as an opportunity to expand your spiritual light. So yes, when you decide, that this path is not for you, and that you are in it, or that you are right going in it, excuse me, you take that as an opportunity to grow, and expand your light, and expand your spiritual light. So you go in, you listen to yourself deeply, and you're like, I trust, and I will follow my heart this time. What could be wrong? I always follow my mind, and I'm not specially where I'm supposed to be or where I feel is right for me. So let's change the navigation and let's follow the heart and the soul this time, and see where it brings you, and see the synchronicities, and see the beauty and the lesson. Of course, there is still lesson, but there is something magical, about following the heart. There is like little signs that are put slowly on your path, and sometimes you need to be patient as well for the gift to come. But already choosing to follow your soul instead of just your mind, the Cartesian energy of yourself, and listening to that deep knowing, that deep knowing that is unseen, but that is felt on a really subtle level. This is incredible, I can tell you. All right. Okay, I'm hearing the 8 of the 9. 9 being September. Let's see the 8 of the 9. What message do we have? Oh, I like that. I release the past and I am free. No matter what your early childhood was like, the best or the worst, you and only you in charge of your life now. I love that. You can spend your time blaming your parents or your early environment, but all that accomplish is to keep you stuck in victim patterns. It never helps you to get the good you say you want. Love is the biggest eraser I know. Love erases even the deepest and most painful memories, because love goes deeper than anything else. If your mental image of the past are very strong and you keep affirming it's all their fault, you stay stuck. Do you want a life of pain or one of joy? The choice and power are always within you. Look into your eyes and love you and the little child within. Oh my God, it's so beautiful, because it's really what we were talking about before. It's just untitled every little bit that we were talking about. I love, the reminder, yes, of our past, and that sometimes the past hurt. I mean, not sometimes, always. Our past hurts, have conditioned us and have actually kind of like built something around us, and we navigate into that until we actually let them go and free ourselves and actually listen from a deeper level, like the soul level that I was talking about, and that inner child, and reparenting ourselves and creating the life that we want. Because yes, we are the one who are doing it, we of course there is also the universe and the path and all of that, but we are the one who actually crack the shell around us to open ourselves and go there, and yes, sometimes we need time to be ready. But sometimes we also need to kick our butt and be like, okay, that's it, you know, now I have been in that pattern for so many years now, that's it. I'm moving forward with my life, I'm breaking through, and I'm going for the life that I desire and that I deserve as well, from love, you know, that is there for me. Yeah. I feel so passionate about it. All right, we have another deck that show up today, so let's see what's coming. I just love being here with you guys. It's so cool. Oh. No. Yeah, okay. Oh, align your life. What is not aligned or need to change? If that's not clear, that's the question you need to ask yourself. You know, what is not aligned or need to change? And you know it, you know it deep down. It's in you, it's not in other, it's in you. What do you need to change? The other people are just the mirror of your inside, you know, and they come and remind you, okay, that's what needs to be shifting in you, you know. They just a gift, the people who come in your life, because they come and trigger you, and this trigger, they are yours, you know, so you need to work on them. And I know I say that with smiling, you know, but I know when we are in the deep end, you know, we do feel it, you know, badly, you know. But the thing is the other side that is just so incredible that you want to. Sometimes you actually want to actually work, you know, and find all of these gems. Because to me, they are gem, you know. They are gem. Yes, so look yourself in your eyes. So go in a mirror, you know, go front of a mirror, not in a mirror. Go in front of a mirror and look in your eyes and ask your soul. Look deep within you. And I know sometimes I must be, if you are starting, you know, on this journey, you may understand what does that mean to actually feel inside of me, because I have people asking me that question often. And for that, I really invite you to listen to some of the guided meditation, because you will understand, because you are guided through your own body, and it's starting to really connect your body, your mind, your soul together, and really feeling everything that is happening within you. So I will put one of the meditation, a very simple one that will help you to go there as well, to start to understand what it means. And it's another other topic, so I'm not going to go in tangent here. But yeah, it's reminding you that you have really the strength, and you are guided, and you have that power within you to get there, and a beautiful power, not a power of not a power that is damaging, but a power that is coming from very deep nurture energy, and it's a time for you to really recall every fragmentation of yourself that you may have lost along the way, or maybe that you haven't discovered that are within you. So it's going to create a spark of light for you, and it's going to really, what I'm seeing is align the path with all the light for you to see. It's beautiful. Yeah, it is really asked for you to be true to yourself. That's what I'm hearing. And I hear thank you, thank you, thank you. And I know that's for me, that's for you. Just thank you from the universe, you know. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your light. Thank you for me sharing the message that they are bringing. But thank you to all of us, you know. Yeah, I feel them. They're so beautiful. They're just like so grateful. That's all for today, beautiful soul. I'm sending you so much love and light. And I will see you in the next video.